I'm going to do like a little August vlog, check-in, little chit-chat with you all about what's kind of gone on this month. I was trying to do like favorites and vlogs together, but it just didn't give me enough time. So I'm going to do a little chit-chat and a little vlog right now. Just, some business stuff out of the way. I do have some free resources. I do have a Patreon, but for those of you looking for free resources, I do have a newsletter that you can sign up for on my website, which is linked below, and I do have like sort of like an oracle card of the week if you're interested in that. I also have a Facebook group called the Rock and Roll Witches, which is a lot of fun. You can check in over there if you want to kind of connect with people and stuff. It's a lot of fun. We talk about like astrology and tarot and books and music and all that kind of fun stuff. So you can check that out over there. And then I also do daily draws on Instagram and Facebook as well. So you can check all that stuff out in the links below. So August was an interesting month. It was a bit challenging. For those of you that are on the Facebook group, you know that there's been some stuff going on as far as like I have a family member that is going through an illness. So that's definitely been a bit of news, and I'm still absorbing all that stuff. So I'm still working with that, and then to just my own personal kind of health and stuff. Just been having like some depression and anxiety is something that I've always struggled with. But it's like some months, some years are better than others. Some months and some years I barely notice, and other times it's more intense. So I have to make sure I'm taking care of myself and managing all that. But it was a bit of a challenging month, especially with some of the news that I got this month. So I'm trying to be nice to myself and take care of myself, because if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of others. And we all have people and things and animals and things depending on us. So we gotta take care of ourselves to take care of others, right? So that's been a kind of a big theme for me this past month. So I did get to do some fun things though this month. First of all, I went out to Lake Winnipeg, which is a big lake in Manitoba. I think it's one of the biggest lakes in the world. It's in the top 20 for sure. And we live in the middle of the prairie, but we have this big giant lake with actually there's two big lakes, but they have beautiful, sandy, lovely beaches. So we are very, very blessed that way. So I rented a friend's cottage for a couple of days, and me and my man, we took the stepkids up to the cottage and had a good time. It was lots of fun. I never show my stepkids because I just want to respect their privacy, and also because I'm not I'm a parent, but I'm not their biological parent. So I have to respect all that. So that's why you don't see them. But they did have a lot of fun, so it just thrills me on that one. And it's just nice to kind of get out of the city. The place where it is, there's lots of trees and things. It's like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, maybe from the city, and it's just such a change. It's such a nice kind of atmosphere. There's lots of cottages around. There was a place to go walk, get some ice cream. You've got the beach, like this person's backyard. The beach is right there. It's so nice. And it was just nice to listen to the sound of waves, and just enjoyable and stuff. So I'm going to insert here a little thing showing you the beach and stuff, right? So I'm doing a quick video here of the cottage that I'm staying at. There's the cottage there. It's really nice. It's a friend's cottage, and we rent it out sometimes to go to the beach. So I thought I would just share this with you, show you around a little bit. It's really beautiful. This is on Lake Winnipeg, which is I think it's one of the biggest lakes in the world. It's definitely in the top 20 for sure. So even though I live in the middle of the prairies of Canada, we still have really lovely, beautiful beaches. So I'm gonna turn the camera around. Here we are walking. This is straight from the backyard. It goes right on to the beach, which is so lovely. And there's my towel I left with my book on it. So this is the beach. There's beautiful Lake Winnipeg. That's the beach all the way down there. Oh, I just love that sound of waves. So nice. So beautiful. It's a bit windy today, but it's still really nice. It's still Celsius wise, it's in the 20s. For those of you with Fahrenheit, I don't know, maybe in the 80s. I always have to guess at Fahrenheit. So that's there. And then back here we have the cottage. It's really, really nice. Like I could just, probably make you sick turning the camera around like this, but I could just sit out here for hours and listen to the waves. Sitting down. I'm not much of a vlogger, but still. I've got my book with me. I've got my Discovery of Witches, which I'm reading right now. And yeah, so the cottage. So we went and did that. I did take a week off for work. I used to take a week off around my birthday. I call it Lollapalooza every year. Take a week off and have some fun. So we did that for a couple of days, and then I did have. That was around the time I kind of got some bad news. So kind of a little bit sad for the rest of the week. But I did get some downtime, which was fun. Not fun, but I needed it. I needed the downtime. I needed the rest. We did go see a couple of concerts. First, I went to see Quiet Riot. Actually, this was just before we went to the cottage, but Quiet Riot, not much is left of Quiet Riot. They were big like 1984, 1985 in there, but the singer has passed away. I think he passed away in the 2000s, I think. So there's really only one guy left in the band, and then the singer was a contestant from American Idol. And to be honest, I thought that he did a really great job. He sounded just like the guy did, and he also, he had all the moves down. He'd obviously studied it, but it was kind of an inexpensive show, and somebody said, "Oh, it's kind of a cover band in a way." I thought they still did a really good job and enjoyed it, but it was kind of a weird show because they gave away a bunch of tickets, and some of the people looked like they were just in there because they had nothing better to do. There was like a heckler, like it was just like a weird show. But I still thought they did a great show, and I really enjoyed it and stuff. So I'm going to show you a little clip here. We did Quiet Riot, and then we went to see Iron Maiden, which I have been looking forward to for months and months. I love Iron Maiden. I always enjoyed them growing up, but I feel like now that I'm older, I appreciate them even more. I appreciate their musicianship even more, the shows they put, like they're just amazing. So they were on my bucket list to see, so I was so happy to get to see them, and it was an amazing, awesome show. Like they had wonderful props. They had like these inflatable props that would come up. They had different background for every single song. They're the masters at it, right? And pyrotechnics, like the show itself, like theatrically wise, was just great. It was wonderful. It was so entertaining. And then of course, musicianship wise, like they just sounded so good. And even Bruce Dickinson, like these guys are in their 60s and they're running all over the stage, and Bruce Dickinson sounded amazing, and I was just really, really impressed. They did such a good job, and we had so much fun. It warmed my little heavy metal heart. So I'm going to insert a little thing here, a little montage.
Ugly fucking brute! You're a big man, but you're out of shape. You'll be full-time job. I'll see you later. Go on. Oh, this was a very big career. The men are going on the Russian hands. And every race on the human war. Let's get the pain and come and draw.
pardon me, all that stuff. Okay, so that was definitely the highlight of the month, was going to the Iron Maiden concert. But just having a week off was really, really lovely. I did go do some shopping for the fall. Um, I think I'll do like a little haul thing later on. Well, you know what? It's probably going to end up in my September favorites, some of that stuff. But I love fall so much, and I'm so looking forward to it. And just getting ready for the fall. I think it's that whole school thing, right? Like getting supplies, and getting, like, well, I didn't really get new clothes because I went to a private school where we had a uniform. So new clothes were not like, yay! It was like, yeah, another uniform. But I always, love, getting clothes for fall now that I'm an adult, like getting sweaters and all that kind of stuff. So, and then of course pumpkin spice lattes. We love pumpkin spice lattes. I do not care if people are like, oh, pumpkin spice lattes, it's such a basic bitch, and everybody they poo-poo it and stuff. I think that that's just silly. Like, if you don't like it, that's fine. Don't drink them. But if you do, you shouldn't be shamed for liking, fun things. If you like something, that's like self-care. You're taking care of yourself. You're enjoying life. I think that's just people being miserable who want to poop on others. I did read something interesting, though, that pumpkin spice is really just a mix of spices. It's sort of like an English, Anglo-American thing, where it's like cloves, nutmeg, cinnamon, and it's like a traditional mix of spices that people have put in like apple pies, that people have put in pumpkin pies, like all sorts of pies for like ages. But the minute that, instead of women making pies for others, the minute we put it in our coffee and we enjoy it, all of a sudden, people make fun of us. So, it's really about just putting down women for experiencing pleasure. So, shame on people who do that. That's my thoughts about pumpkin spice. Anyway, I hope that you had a wonderful August. I am definitely feeling more positive about September, and even with the stuff that's going on, and even with, what's going on with my family member and stuff, things, I'm feeling more positive. And, some things you just can't change. Some things you just have to, you just have to deal with. You just take one thing at a time, one day at a time. I mean, that's all any of us can do. We all have stuff we're dealing with, right? Every single one of us. So I hope whatever it is that you are dealing with, just take care of yourself and take it one thing at a time. So thank you so much, all of you, for watching. I'm going to end this with some geese walking across the street. And as always, peace and love.